If you are lost, confused, and super stuck in a job you hate, but have literally no idea about how to get unstuck and find work you love, then this mini training is for you. So in my experience, there are two types of people: those who live life on purpose and those who let life happen to them. Now, I am someone who lives my life with intention, always thinking about my growth and happiness. But for years, I let my career happen to me. I thought I had control over everything in my life, but for my job and career. It meant that I wasted 15 years in a career that just wasn't meant for me. I was successful in it, but it was me frantically hustling and white knuckling that success. It meant most of my time outside of work was distracted busyness. And all of this was a way to try and make me feel better about all of it. It didn't work though, because I spent a lot of time criticizing myself, blaming myself, angry with myself, judgmental about all the things. It meant I piled things on my plate because I kept thinking that if I just had the perfect day or I completed a task perfectly, then it would all be okay. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. I ended up spending a lot of time ruminating and worrying, including many sleepless nights, stressed out, annoyed with myself, and feeling completely lost. So I realized I had to do something radically different than what I had been doing. I had to slow down and take back control. If this is you, I have a solution, a 4-step process that I used to help me take back control of my career. The very first thing I did was purposeful introspection. So it was me getting familiar with who I was. You see, I had lost touch with the ins and outs of my personality. I had lost touch with what really mattered most to me, and I had lost touch with my feelings, trying to numb them out constantly. So I had to purposely slow down and spend some time in that introspection, refamiliarizing myself with myself again, rediscovering aspects of my personality that I had hidden for so many years, understanding what it was that I really cared about, and exploring all of those negative feelings that I had been trying to avoid. It was eye-opening. It was incredible. It was damn uncomfortable, to be honest, as well. But it was purposeful, which meant that my experience of myself and the world around me shifted completely. And it led me to the second thing, planning the execution. Because after spending some time in purposeful introspection, it allowed me to move to this next step, which was thinking about how I was actually going to execute on my dreams, because that introspection had unlocked a lot of them. So I had to carve out time from my full-time job and my job as a mom of 2, which meant lots of small focused blocks of time to work on my career and my vision for it. I really lived the motto in this season of less is more. Part of this was number 3, planning out my rest. Because I also learned that proper rest was key, because I really wanted to stop feeling that frantic energy that was followed by complete and utter exhaustion. It was like I was either like the tingles down my arm, like I had to do so much, and then completely drained. So I planned my rest. I intentionally did it. And it was pleasurable because it was intentional, because there was no more voices that were telling me that I was wasting my time, because I knew this rest was so productive. And what it did is it reset my nervous system and it healed my body after years and years in that hustle energy. Which led me to the fourth thing I did is I loved on myself. So I want you to love yourself too. This was building my confidence because years of letting my career just happen to me took a toll on how I felt about myself. It took a toll on my confidence. I honestly didn't feel worthy of a career I loved. Um, I didn't think it could happen for me, that I thought I should have been grateful for what I had and that there was something wrong with me for wanting more. I had to realize that I deserved this and that there was nothing wrong with me for wanting it. So, how I did it was I began a self-gratitude practice. This is a practice, it's like the beginner, most easiest practice that is incredible. Instead of thinking about my life and 3 things I was grateful for in my life, I was specific. Every day I was asking myself, how am I thankful for myself today? Identifying those things about me that were amazing. So I ask you today, how do you want to spend your career? And if you want to take back control of it, here is what you need. You need a proven process. You need access to expert coaching, and you need a supportive community. And you get all of that in the Career You Love Academy, a 12-week course that you get instant access to, that is the Career You Love framework, the process to getting you in a job you actually want in half the time. You're going to get all the workbooks, the video lessons and guides that you need. Plus, you get weekly coaching, a monthly training, and a live Q&A call, and the best community around. On top of that, for the month of January, I'm live training and coaching on the 3 steps to career clarity, so that by February, you will know exactly what your next step needs to look like, whether it's a career change, a new boss, a company, or a promotion. You can sign up by clicking the link below. If you have any questions on whether or not this is right for you, DM me, comment below, send me a message. And also comment on which of the 4 things that you are doing in order to take back control of your career. I'll see you next week for another mini training. Take care.